Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hansraj bringing to you the headlines first. 102 parliamentary constituencies in 21 states and union territories, along with 92 assembly constituencies in Arunachal and Sikkim to go to polls tomorrow. Manipur security personnel hold flag march. Security arrangements in Imphal West have been met, says Superintendent of Police, Imphal West. Mizoram Election Commission dispatches EVMs to designated centres. Meghalaya too saw dispersal of polling teams to various polling centres. Home Minister Amit Shah participates in Lok Sabha rally at Gandhinagar. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also participates in election campaign in Kannur, Kerala. And in sports, in IPL cricket, Punjab Kings to take on Mumbai Indians in Chandigarh in a short while from now. In national news, 102 parliamentary constituencies in 21 states and union territories, along with 92 assembly constituencies in Arunachal and Sikkim, are all set to go for the first phase of polls on 19th April 2024. 127 general observers, 67 police observers and over 160 expenditure observers have been deployed in the process, informed the Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. It may be mentioned that along with the rest of the country, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh will simultaneously hold its assembly election for 446 and 143 constituencies, respectively. In Manipur, polling preparations are on in full swing today, a day before it casts votes in the first phase of the Lok Sabha elections tomorrow. Lok Sabha elections in Manipur will be held across two phases for its two parliamentary constituencies. Inner Manipur and parts of Outer Manipur parliamentary constituencies vote on April 19th, with the remaining areas of the latter Outer Manipur parliamentary constituency scheduled to vote on April 26th. Altogether, 47 assembly segments, including 32 of the Inner Manipur parliamentary constituency and 15 assembly segments in outer parliamentary constituencies, will go to the polls tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Inner Parliamentary Constituency returning officer says security measures are in place. There would be a sufficient number of Central Armed Police forces in vulnerable areas, as well as CCTV cameras and videography in all the polling stations. Polling will be held from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in 2,107 polling stations across the 47 assembly segments in the first phase.
Voter electoral roll mark tawkre aduga mark copy of electoral roll prepare tawba loire
Imphal is district ko ina tawjari aduga sida on hojik laise PI school amasu wankhai dispersal location dani asida akoi nupi personal singna election duty tawbigani hariba ACL.
Continuing with Manipur, a flag march was held by security personnel yesterday evening in the state in view of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections to be held tomorrow. Superintendent of Police, Imphal West, Shivakanta Singh, further added that security arrangements in Imphal West have been met. Meanwhile, Manipur Chief Electoral Officer Pradeep Jha mentioned that deployment of polling parties is already underway with sufficient security measures in place. He further highlighted that webcasting and videography will be conducted at nearly all polling stations to uphold the integrity of the electoral process and ensure a fair and transparent election.
Security arrangement in my district, Imphal West district, has been met, and the present location, which where I'm standing right now, this is Sangaitel. This is also one of the sensitive zone, and some incidents of violence had happened in the previous occasion. So all this kind of sensitive locations, we have deployed central paramilitary forces, as well as units of Army and Assam Rifle also.
Tomorrow we are going to have the elections for the Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency, as well as the 15 assembly segments of the Outer Manipur Parliamentary Constituency as well. So put together between the two parliamentary constituencies, in the first phase we are going to have elections for 2,107 polling stations. So 32 assembly segments in the inner and 15 assembly segments for the outer Manipur parliamentary.
In Nagaland, in view of the preparation for the general election of Lok Sabha 2024, around 700 polling team vehicles along with polling materials, including EVMs, VVPATs, were dispatched for 6 districts today from the Deputy Commissioner's office complex, Kohima. Deputy Commissioner Kohima, Kumar Ramnikant, informed that the total number of polling stations in Kohima is 186, out of which there are 51 polling stations, which will be managed mainly by women, and for the first time, the 10th Northern Angami Assembly constituency will be totally managed by women. Meanwhile, in an important development in Nagaland, the Deputy Commissioner Office Kohima was designated as the dispatch and receiving center of polling materials and EVMs, VVPAT, as well as all visuals in connection to the polls. Reverberating with the rest of the nation, Assam is fully geared up for the polls in the first phase tomorrow. Speaking on the Lok Sabha election preparation in the state, Chief Electoral Officer Anurag Goel said that the state is going for the first phase polls on 19th April, in which 5 parliamentary constituencies of Upper Assam districts will vote. He further added that the Assam Election Department has already distributed the voter information guide and the voter information slips, which will enable the voters to find out and reach out to their polling stations. He also said that to maintain security of EVMs, ECI has arranged for GPS tracking of all the vehicles which will be carrying EVMs, polling staff and sector officers who will carry reserve voting machines.
Assam is going for the first phase polls on 19th of April, in which 5 parliamentary constituencies of Upper Assam districts will go for polls. The state of Assam is fully geared up for the polls in the first phase. For the first phase, the campaigning has today ended at 5 p.m. In the first phase, we have got around 86.47 lakh voters, out of which around 42,000 are 85 plus voters, while around 1,500 voters are 100 plus aged voters. There are more than 58,000 PWD voters, out of which around 13,000 are visually impaired, for which we have made special arrangements for braille ballot paper as well as braille voter information slips. The Assam Election Department has already distributed to the voters in the first phase the voter information guide and the voter information slips, which will enable them to find out and reach out to their polling stations, giving the polling station map also. There are 10,000.
In Arunachal Pradesh, Inspector General of Police Itanagar Chukwu Appa, in view of the Lok Sabha election security in the state, informed that they started their preparations about 6 months ago. He further added that since January they were taking preventive measures like identifying troublemakers who were involved in incidents in the last elections. He further added that they had several rounds of meetings at various levels with SPs, commandants and show levels. The department also set up a dedicated police team at different levels and initiated a helpline number in this connection, added Appa. In Mizoram too, in the run to the upcoming Lok Sabha polls in the state, EVMs were being dispatched to their respective centers. Polling teams were also on way to their various destinations. In Meghalaya, a similar scene was witnessed with polling personnel being dispatched from the interstate bus terminus of West Garo Hills district today. Polling parties were further dispatched from remote areas including Gongangre, Mitavgre and Monbangam villages. In Sikkim, in view of the upcoming general as well as the assembly elections in the state tomorrow, Sikkim Chief Electoral Officer D. Anandan said that they have been working for the last 6 months for the elections to be held in a free, fair and peaceful manner. He further added they are satisfied by their arrangements and are targeting to cross a 90% voter turnout. In view of the third and second phase election, Home Minister Amit Shah participated in the Lok Sabha rally at Gandhinagar, Gujarat today. It may be mentioned that the senior BJP leader Amit Shah is contesting elections from Gandhinagar Lok Sabha constituency. Meanwhile, senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also participated in the election campaign in Kannur, Kerala today and spoke on the need for leadership in a party. In IPL cricket, Punjab Kings will take on Mumbai Indians in Chandigarh today. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. Meanwhile, last night, Delhi Capitals defeated Gujarat Titans by 6 wickets in their IPL 2024 match in Ahmedabad. Chasing the target of 90 runs, Delhi Capitals crossed the winning total in 8.5 overs with 6 wickets in hand. Earlier, Delhi Capitals won the toss and decided to field. The Capitals bowled out former champions Gujarat Titans at meager 89 in 17.3 overs. In another story from Meghalaya, as many as 10 candidates are in fray for the Shillong and Tura parliamentary constituencies. Chief Electoral Officer Dr. B.D.R. Tiwari said that the preparations are on in full swing and polling parties were seen moving to their polling stations today. Poll personnel of around 762 polling stations under P1 were dispatched yesterday along with their security teams. It may be mentioned that there will be altogether 3,512 polling stations, including 2,288 in Shillong parliamentary constituency and 1,224 in Tura parliamentary constituency. Continuing with Meghalaya, in Rivoi district, the police department is all geared up for the Lok Sabha elections. Speaking to DD News yesterday, Additional SP Darshan Mairum informed that from 333 polling stations, 35 are categorized as critical and vulnerable in relation to the deployment of the polling personnel. He further informed that personnel departed to 89 polling stations yesterday. Meanwhile, 3 violations of Model Code of Conduct were reported in Rivoi district departed today. And to end the news, the main points once again. 102 parliamentary constituencies in 21 states and union territories, along with 92 assembly constituencies, Arunachal and Sikkim to go to polls tomorrow. Manipur security personnel hold flag march. Security arrangements in Imphal West have been met, says a Superintendent of Police, Imphal West. Mizoram Election Commission dispatches EVMs to designated centers. Meghalaya too saw dispersal of polling teams to various polling centers. Home Minister Amit Shah participates in Lok Sabha rally at Gandhinagar. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also participates in election campaign in Kannur, Kerala. And in sports, in IPL cricket, Punjab Kings to take on Mumbai Indians in Chandigarh in a short while from now. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.